Hi everyone, my name is Khoa Zheng. I'm a member of team number 10. Today we're gonna talk about the case analysis, especially evergreen natural markets. Now I'm gonna talk about the background and its business overview. Firstly, the founder was Donald Slater. He did his first business in 1966. The headquarters was in Boulder, Colorado. Further, the Evergreen Natural Market was the leading independent food retailer in the Rocky Mountain West. Further, the store featured gourmet, natural and organic products, competitive prices, and high-quality service. In 2004, they opened the two distribution centers, which gave them many benefits, such as reduction in in-store inventory. Therefore, in 2011, 23 stores in 19 locations in 3 states gave him the total revenue of $175 million and the net income of $4.3 million. Now we move to the next slide. His success comes from this point. Firstly, they don't have their own private brand name. Secondly, they operate based on the Evergreen Way method. My friend Emira will talk more about this. The thirdly is they create a good relationship with employee. Further, they give the attractive bonus to motivate the employee to work harder for them. And regarding to the customer, they focus on their needs, and especially with the careless and the handicapped people. Finally, significant investment in IT gives them the excellent control process system. Now my friend Riyak will talk more about this case. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Priyang Rathod and I'm going to talk about the statistics and facts of the evergreen market. First, target market. They target the health-oriented individuals. Second, the competitors of evergreen company are the Walmart, Trader Joe and the whole food market. Now we talk about some statistics of the company. Here we go. They have 3% same store sale increase. Sales per square feet increased by 20%, which means Evergreen acquired some company last year and compared to that, the sale has increased by 20%. That's really great. Third point, we talk about the distribution process of the company, which is they have the centralized distribution process, which help them to reduce the efficiency of increase the efficiency of the company and reduce the cost of the company. Now we move to the second slide. That's we can have a look at the industry at glance. So who are the competitors in the industry, and we can talk about that. First, it's a whole food market. They have the bigger margin than Evergreen company has, and secondly, they have a faster cash cycle conversion, which means that they have huge liquidity. Second competitors are the Trader Joe's, which they have a own label. It's called the Big Private Label brand, and the third is conventional supermarket. They are more convenient. They have more convenient product and SKU and many more point of sales. Now we move to the third slide. That's the strength of the company. First, they have recognized the control and analytical process. They have very good control process and analytical process. Third, they believe in the quality of the product. They have the very good quality in the product. Third, established and proven procedure for acquisition. They have become the mastery in the acquisition process. And the last but not the least, they have centralized and local management process, which help them to have a very good distribution process of the company. Yeah. Now I like to Fongso to continue with the short analysis of the company. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Fangzhou Liu. Let's talk about some weakness, opportunity, and theater for Evergreen. With the economic development, the quality of life for customers has big change. The overall for customers' attitude from affordable to personality shopping. Based on this change, the Evergreen's goods significance has become a big weakness. And today's business is respect to integration of resource. So the Evergreen does not have their private labor brand. So it is mean they must depend on the local suppliers. And then with the rapid development of large market, the retailer store will face increasingly competitive pressures. On the other hand, the type of goods sold by supermarket are mostly similar. So, to to respond to these pressures, they must to find some solutions. First, they need to develop the broader market, and then they need to focus on development of their own characteristic, is in order to improve their competitiveness. And then they also need to continue to expand. As with all of the business, the Evergreen also face with a lot of same industrial to competitions, such as the Whole Food Market and Trader Joe's. Those two are very successful and famous markets. So the Evergreen really has a very big pressures. And the other theaters is adaptation for acquisitions. So to face the Evergreen need to find a way how to face those two theaters. And then the Amila will talk some about the Evergreen ways. Thanks so much.
Hi everyone, I'm Almira and I'm going to continue with the Evergreen Way, which is a unique way for Evergreen grocery store because I believe that this way make them more successful, and underneath their success it has a huge importance. And now I'm gonna talk about the bullet points of the Evergreen Way. The first is their well-being of customers and employees. They think about that. They care their customers, they care their employees. For example, for their employees, there are bonuses if they achieve something good, and for their customers, they give delivery if they don't have car, if they're handicapped, or etc. And the second one is knowledge-based continuous learning. They have trainings. They train their employees all the time with knowledge-based. And there is another bullet point, it's keep local things local, which means they have a local management. So they manage locally. And the fourth one is in incentives and bonuses. As I mentioned in the first one, they give bonuses to their employees if they achieve something, so which make them more, they feel better and they want to work better. And last one is quarterly retreat, which means again about the employees. They make them to go to trips and have fun for sometimes, and they feel relaxed, and when they come back they have a better work.
Hi everyone. So after analyzing and discussing the case for a while, as a team we came up with two problem issues. The first one of them has to do with expansion. This is the first time that the Evergreen is growing outside the Rocky Mountain, and some believe, even their CFO and their CTO have some doubts as to it can be successful. They think that they might be outgrowing their own potential. The other one has to do with acquisition. It's the first time that they acquired more than one store at a time. So this will face a challenge for the Evergreen Way and the implementation. It will have a rise in the costs in the first few months. And can you continue? We identified several risk factors that have to do with the problem. The first one of them is that Arugula and Evergreen both have very different and contrasting type of management and hierarchies. It's a radical change in Evergreen's previous acquisition strategy, as they had always acquired one store by one and always in the same Rocky Mountain region. And the new demographics will obviously represent a challenge for them in distribution, cost, transportation, and they have several things to take into account as to how will they manage. We identified two alternatives. I will present the first one, and my Alessandro will be presenting the next one. The first alternative could be that Arugula and Evergreen even though they are part of the same company, they stay as independent business units with independent managements. It has the advantages of it would require minimal exchange of organizational process, and it's a more cost-effective method, maybe on the short term. The disadvantages is that it would create multiple business units, and the Evergreen grant as itself would not continue to grow. Now, Alessandro, with the other solution and the implementation and recommendations.
Great. Hi everyone, I'm Alessandro and I will talk about the second alternative solution. Here we see that Arugula must restructure to becoming a unique business entity with Evergreen. So there are some advantages and some challenges to view. Starting from the advantages, we are focused on the centralized system of control, so a change in Arugula management structure. Second one, we focus on the expansion of the Evergreen brand in comparison to the previous zones. And finally, potential for great income and more customer attraction. On the opposite side, we have the challenges, and firstly, we start from require a change of mentality for Arugula managers. Second one, we found data collection for knowledge management, so a very big collection for improve the management knowledge. And finally, a restructure of organizational hierarchy of Arugula firm. Now we move to the next slide. Where we talk about the multi-attribute chart that give us a brief summary and overview about the alternatives and criteria to better understand the case analysis and its issues. Starting from the step 1, we just found a list of criteria on one axis and our 2 alternatives in the other axis. Step 2, we assign a weight for each criteria that go from 0 to 0.5 with a maximum of 1. It's reflecting the relative importance on the final decision. Step 3, after taking a review of the analysis, we rate each alternative with a point from 1 to 5, and 1 it's representing a very poor level and 5 representing a very good level. Finally, step 4, we multiply the weight of each criterion for the corresponding alternatives rating. And it's important here to underline how the results is quite similar, and for us there is not a unique, perfect and clear solution about the case, but we have to implement and give more addition to the strategy to become successful. Next slide and final slide, we just figure some implementation to the strategy and some recommendation. Starting from to convert Arugula to a flat structure hierarchy, so changes is management structure from the previous one. Second point, get key information about Arugula's stories and sales to implement Evergreen management control and knowledge. Third point, determine either human resources necessity and so go toward the employees necessity. Fourth point, create a professional and work relationship with the past Arugula managers and employees to get a strong connection with them. Final point, continue to expand the Evergreen way for new stories. That's all. Thank you for watching and support Team Teven.